Like they say, if it ain't break, don't fix it. But certainly something seems to have broken or even shattered at Manchester United. More than 3,000 days after Sir Alex Ferguson retired, the club is still looking to get their mojo back right there at Old Trafford. So welcome to another edition of Nigeria Superfans Forum. I'm your host, Oluwafemi Ashalu, and today on the show we'll be looking at Manchester United. And I have Kayode Gunnar in the studio. Kayode, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll be looking at, like I said, Manchester United with the appointment of Ralf Rangnick is at Old Trafford right now. But we'll be looking at the post-Sir Alex Ferguson era. 4 managers now, plus Rangnick, making it 5. And, well, we are looking at to see what the German will be able to do right there. So this is what we'll be looking at on the show today. I know Manchester United fans, you'll be very interested. We'll be telling you some things that perhaps you may need to just digest as a United fan. We'll be back. Please stay with us after this break. Yeah, welcome back, and it's still Nigeria Superfans Forum. Kayode, United, 4 managers after post-Ferguson era. We have the anointed one, we have the chosen one, but all seems to be, they seem not to be working. With Ralf Rangnick's appointment, let's look at it with his pedigree, with his credentials, with what he's been able to do. You know, he's mentored Jurgen Klopp. The German coaches in the Premier League, they've spoken very fondly of him, including Thomas Tuchel. Let's look at it. Do you think United will be able to turn around the corner?
That's a relative question. Turn around the corner in what time? Because you have to put a time frame to this. Are they turning the corner to save this season or to be on a strong footing for next season? We need to first and foremost understand that. Is this season gone, or they can still salvage something out of it? And what I see is they can go as far as to finish in the top 4, then nothing more than that.
Top 4.
Top 4, and that would be a very huge achievement for them. And saying that about United is kind of off-putting. Okay, in the interest of disclosures,
yeah.
I am a United fan.
Really?
You are. So I'm putting that out.
Yeah.
Those who watch this program will know that we are talking from a position of odds, a position of concern.
Yeah.
So having said that, there are some things that as United fans we should start accepting now. They are bitter pills, but they are pills that we should take. Okay.
So, like how they said, do you agree that United will endure another trophyless season? So, like he said, there are certain truths, very, very bitter truths that United fans need to know or begin to live with henceforth. And number one, I think, Kayode, what do you think? Do you think United will be able to return to this era of dominance in the Premier League?
No.
Like in the 90s and in the 20s?
No, absolutely no. The reason is this. Compared to the 90s and the 2000s, United utterly dominated everybody. The balance of power has changed. The economic power, the economic space has shrunken now. The gap between the top 4 and the next 4 and the next 4 after this next 4, they're so shrunken that you don't have these people having too much money and these people having too little money. So that has made everybody, the Evertons, the Aston Villas, be able to splash 30-40 million on a player. That was unheard of in the past. It was only United, Arsenal, United, Chelsea, United, Newcastle, United, Liverpool at the time. So now a whole lot of teams are able to purchase players because, okay, look at Newcastle.
Aston Villa has money, Newcastle has money, Manchester City can buy whatever they want.
Newcastle are going to be the new Manchester City as from next season. If they survive this season. You'll be surprised at what they will be capable
of course, because of the names that they've been connected to already.
Exactly. So that should show you what I mean by the fact that we should not delude ourselves that those glory days are gone and gone forever. they will not come back. United, I'm not saying we are not going to win titles. We are going to win titles for as long as the league exists and the club exists. We are going to win titles, but not with buckets like we used to win. No,
just fetch it. Let's take it off.
No, it's not going to happen again. You're going to sweat for everything you get now. That's a truth that all of us should just take aboard. We are not going to see that dominant, and it's not United alone. There won't be any club in the Premier League that
will be able to win league maybe 3 straight times.
The way United dominated in the past, no team will have the opportunity again, because the moment you win 1-2, other teams will have recruited and they will give you a run for your money. So it's not going to happen.
Okay, Kyle, but let me quickly put this to you. Do you think the quality of football has been eroded? Or is it that money? I'm asking two questions now. One, is it that football is dead in the Premier League because of the availability of so much money that you can just splash? Or is it that money has taken over? No. Especially, we are focusing on United now. Because when you look at the years Ferguson was around, how much were United spending?
See,
the 92 set,
The truth is, let's be honest with ourselves. There has never been a time that money has not been a factor in football. When United,
maybe not as much as it, because I remember even when PSG bought Neymar,
yes.
Angela Merkel, German Chancellor, came out and said, "This is too much money."
Well, you can say all you want. If there's a business plan on ground to recoup that money, because they are running football like a business. So, and they know they have done their plan work. They know that, okay, if we bring this player for X amount of money, we can make money here, and recoup our investment on this player. So for me, there has always been the issue. These people, when people talk about there's too much money, no, it's about, there was a time that when the player was the first 10,000 pounds player, it was a big news at that time.
Yeah.
At the point, the first 100,000 pounds, the first 1 million pounds player. So all of these are stages in life. The money has always been a factor. Money will continue to be a factor. The quality of football has not gone down. It just means that, like I said earlier, people have risen up to meet you where you think you are. If you are not progressing, others
they are catching up.
They are catching up with you. So that's what has happened. And another factor at that time was Fergie, Alex Ferguson. That will not happen again. He spent 26 years on the job. No coach will have 7 years on the job any longer.
No club will even give you the time before Ferguson, because United gave Ferguson time.
Exactly. Imagine if we had kept Van Gaal or Mourinho and not certain. Because we think there's too much money in the game today. We cannot afford to lose. We cannot afford to lose the Champions League. If he's not doing it, let him go. No. That time of Wenger spent a very long time at
Arsenal.
That will not happen in the modern game again. United fans should just get that as a truth. If you are waiting for a coach that will come in and spend 10 years, 15 years on the job, it will not happen, sir. No, never.
Okay, we'll quickly go on a break now. We'll be back to continue to discuss about the 5 truths that Manchester United, bitter truth, not just truth, bitter truth that Manchester United fans need to begin to live with. Please stay with us. Yeah, welcome back. It's still NSF Super Fans Forum, and on this episode, we're dedicating it to Manchester United fans and the bitter truth they need to begin to live with as far as the post-Alex Ferguson era is concerned in the Premier League. Kyle, what is the third one?
Honestly, it is about Ronaldo. Ronaldo, for whatever it is worth, is a very, very wonderful player, but he's not the player that we have built him up to be. Ronaldo's legs are tired. He should have come in as a fallback option when any of the starting strikers are not available or they are getting tired out of fatigue. You bring him in for the last 10, 15, 20 minutes to come and impact sub, or he plays the first half and goes off so that you can manage him well. But now we have found ourselves in this ridiculous position of putting our 100% faith in Ronaldo.
But do you think a player of Ronaldo's caliber would want to just sit on the bench and watch a Martial, for instance, miss chances and all that?
It depends on who the coach is. There are coaches that when they tell you stand up, you stand up.
Oh, I remember Gunnar Solskjaer is no longer the Manchester United man.
It's not. So for me, I think we should start accepting that fact that Ronaldo is not the Ronaldo of that left United,
2009,
the one that went to Real Madrid, and the one that started
at Juve.
You understand? So now we have to get that into our minds and our consciousness that Ronaldo will not be the Ronaldo we have always wanted, that we want him to be. The fact that he's scoring now, I don't see him sustaining this because the goal scoring duties have been dumped on him, and the body
and the age, 36.
So that means he has to start every game. He has to play as much as he can in order to make us win. He's a fighter. I like his spirit, but the fact is, Ronaldo is not what we should. It's like Ronaldo is like a Maserati that you take onto an untarred road, and you want him to run a 240 kilometer in 10 seconds. No, it's not going to happen. Ronaldo has to be managed so that we squeeze him until we are able to get whatever it is we need from him. But you can't rush him.
Okay, the next one.
See, I have I have an axe to grind with those who think the incoming manager, Ralf Rangnick, will be a miracle worker. No, he's not.
He only has 6 months. He only has 6 months.
No, yeah, he has 6 months. And that's why I said in the 6 months, he can only steady the ship. Anybody who wants anything more than that, then the person is living in a fool's paradise. Pardon my French. So I don't deceive myself.
It's part of the truth.
Yeah, I don't deceive myself. That man is not a miracle. I don't expect anything. Just steady the ship. Let us finish the season in peace. Then we build into the future. And by January, I expect that the club will be taking note of the kind of players they want to bring in and the kind of players that will leave. Because there are some players in that team that are not United standards.
One.
Harry Maguire.
that's a captain for crying out
and
loud.
That's one of the injustices.
That's a captain for crying out loud.
That's one of the abnormality. A Maguire shouldn't be captaining United. Zero talent for me.
Like Plateau United or something.
Yeah, any of the United. Yeah, and that's an insult on Plateau United. It should be.
Oh, come on.
Sunday football team. That's what I think, honestly. So for me, that's just sacrosanct. We have to begin to think about that. Now, finally, I think we should also ask ourselves a question: where is United in the scheme of things now? Like we said earlier, money answers
all things.
Are the owners ready to spend money, or they are just willing to just take and take and take? United, by whatever means.
But when you talk about spending,
yes.
United has one of the largest wage bill.
Yes.
Not only in the Premiership, in the world.
Yes.
So, what other players do you think United still need in this team? You have a Bruno Fernandes, you have a Paul Pogba, you have a Rafael Varane, you have the Luke Shaw.
The team is not balanced structurally. You have all these people you mentioned. Going forward, we are a very delightful sight to see. But once the ball crosses the center line and we are under pressure, we are under attack, then you see the frailty of the team. We have zero. Especially
at the defense.
At the back.
Yeah.
Your keeper is as good as the defense in front of you. Mm-hmm. As good as we think the GIA is, if he doesn't have a good defense in front of him,
it's highly vulnerable.
Very, very vulnerable. That's why United have one of the worst defensive records in the Premier League. It has never happened before.
Okay, quickly, let's talk about the incoming manager. Mauricio Pochettino has been touted as the man who is going to steady the ship from next season. But here is a man who has never won a trophy in his 13-year coaching career. Don't you think that we need a coach with a winning mentality? It was close to winning the Champions League 2-3 seasons ago when he lost to Liverpool. Don't you think United need a coach with a winning mentality in 1 minute as we run it quickly?
That would be unfair of Pochettino because he took a team, Tottenham, to the final of the Champions League. That should count for something. Because Tottenham are not PSG, they are not Real Madrid. You know the kind of teams they beat on their way to the final. So
Manchester City in the semi-final.
Especially. So for me, it is not about that. It's about the fact that we are not aiming higher than Pochettino. He may be a good coach, and possibly he could be looking for that for some of the big platforms in order to show what he has. Probably coming to United will be the what do you call it that he has been looking for. So, see, the thing about football is there are certain things that until you try it, you will not know whether it works or not. All I just want is United should be careful in the kind of contract they put in front of whoever is coming in. That this team, we shouldn't be in a hurry to even win things. We need to first and foremost stabilize this team. We need to first and foremost stabilize the team before you talk about you want to bring in this player, you want to bring in this manager. The team as it is presently is structurally imbalanced. And it is always affecting us. When you are leading, you are not sure you're not going to concede. Even when you concede, you are not sure you're going to score because there's a dissonance between the defense, the midfield, and the attack. Those are things that one should be talking about, thinking critically about how do we go about this, how do we do this.
I'm not envious of Ralf Rangnick because he has his job cut out for him. And of course also, if it's going to be Pochettino, I'm not envious of him because he has a very huge task ahead of him. And United fans, they've continued to express their anger and, well, I don't want to say hatred for the Glazers because they're putting all the blame on they've been putting all the blame on Glazers since they took over United. Kyle, once again, thank you for coming through on the show today.
It's always a pleasure.
United fans, I hope you've digested this bitter truth, but well, let's hope for better days ahead for the club. I remain Oluwafemi Ashalu. Until next time, bye for now.